This weekend, families across the country and here at home will recognize World Alzheimer's Day, including our own legal expert, Danielle Mayoras. Thanks for being on with us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we've talked about this previously. I know that this is a topic that's near and dear, a little bit personal to you. For those who aren't familiar, can you bring our viewers up to speed?
I'm not only an elder law attorney, but I'm also the daughter of someone with Alzheimer's disease. So this day is particularly important to me because it's all about raising awareness, and that's something, as you said, that's very personal to me, both professionally and because of my family.
What have you noticed over the course of your career are, the top elder law legal questions from families about their loved ones?
I was actually really curious about this as well, and I reached out to the Michigan Alzheimer's Association and asked them what type of questions they're getting the most from different families. And it was interesting and not surprising because they said the most frequent question, or one of them, is about mental competency, guardianships, conservatorships, power of attorneys. And that's something that everyone with Alzheimer's generally has to address.
Let's elaborate on that a little bit. What is a guardianship or a conservatorship?
A guardianship and conservatorship is a legal proceeding in the probate court that gives someone the right to make another person's medical or financial decisions. So the guardianship addresses the medical decisions, everything from where someone lives to surgery, treatment, you name it. And then the conservatorship addresses the financial aspects like paying bills, investing money, and buying and selling real estate. And obviously when someone has Alzheimer's dementia, a lot of times they're not competent to make those decisions on their own, so a loved one has to help them out.
Those were the sweetest photos of you, your dad, and your family, by the way. What are durable powers of attorneys and patient advocates? How did those work? Because I know a lot of people get overwhelmed when a loved one gets a diagnosis, and those are the routes they have to explore.
That is the preferable method because when we have a guardianship or conservatorship, we're in the probate court, which is public and time-consuming, and we don't really always know who the right person to make those decisions are. So when you do a durable power of attorney and patient advocate, it's actually private authority. So an individual signs estate planning documents like a financial power of attorney where we can give someone else the ability to make financial decisions for us if we're not competent. And we use something called a patient advocate designation in Michigan to address the medical decisions. And that's always the preferable way to go.
As an elder law attorney, what is the top tip you want to share with other families?
Don't procrastinate. I mean, this is something ideally everyone wants to get estate planning in place. We don't want to wait until we have a diagnosis, whether it's Alzheimer's, dementia, or something else. But if you do have a diagnosis, it doesn't mean that all hope is lost. You can still potentially do the estate planning documents depending on where you are in the disease. And I would encourage everyone to work with an elder law attorney because one of the misnomers I think is out there is that there's just some forms that all of us use through the state of Michigan, but every attorney drafts documents differently, and it is critical to work with an elder law attorney so when you need the provisions, they're there.
Thank you so much for your insight and your willingness to share your personal connection, Danielle Mayoras. Thank you.
Thank you, Rochelle.